Alright, in this video I'm going to teach you how to shoot an arrow using the new Icarus character for Billy 2.0. So let's begin with a fresh instance of Icarus. And we're going to choose the angle that we're going to be shooting our arrow from. And I'm just going to do a basic side view. You can do it from any angle, but this is really more a demonstration of the mechanics involved as far as the technical things involved in order to create this type of animation, because crazy talk does not necessarily lend itself to this type of animation. And in order to actually get this done, there's a few workarounds that we have to do. So first thing, let me see, I'm going to adjust this little quiver thing here, maybe move it to the front a little bit. Let's go ahead and switch to the 3D editor, and here we're going to position our character in a way that we want them. So let's start by raising our arm. So we'll start from this position, we'll go to maybe frame 10, and we're going to position our arm so that it is forward. And I always like to do sort of an overextension, so I'm going to start with my key the way I want them to end up. Let's see here, maybe bring this down some so you can have a straight arm. Put that up there. And I'm going to backtrack about 3 or 4 frames so I can have the overextension where the arm goes all the way up. It goes a little bit up like that. Maybe even rotate this bowl like this a little bit. No, let's just leave it like that, that's fine. And so now we go like this, so you end up with a nice little arc. Okay, from frame 1 to frame 10. Okay, now at frame 15, now let's worry about the other arm. Okay, so while this is going on, I want this hand to go up and maybe bend. All right, and then so we have that. So maybe on frame 15 I want this arm to kind of straighten itself out, because he's going to slide that arrow, and maybe on frame 20 he's pulling back. And we'll worry about the sprite transformations in a minute. So we're working with frame 20 now, so we have something that looks like this. Okay. One of the things I like to do is I like to just kind of lower down my number of frames that I'm working with. And let's see here. Since I'm on frame 20, I'm going to reduce the little end clip portion of it to about frame 20 or so. So frame 20 is like right there somewhere. We'll do we'll enable the loop, and we'll just kind of keep playing it so we can just kind of see what the animation looks like. Alright, if it needs to be slowed down or sped up, then we can adjust it as needed. So far I'm okay with the speed, it's not a big deal. because this is a sequence where we will be animating the string, we want to go ahead and just disable it for this particular sequence. So with the character selected, we'll go into the render style, and I'm just gonna disable the show line option, so now we don't have that string anymore. Okay, but we obviously still want that line, so we're gonna bring in the bow string, apply it, we're gonna attach it to the hand, increase the size as needed, we're going to put another one on the other side, do the same thing, attach it, increase the size as needed, okay, that looks about right. So now we have something that looks like this. Alright, now let's bring in another prop. Let's pick an arrow. Let's try this arrow number 2. Alright, I don't like where the pivot point is for this arrow for this particular sequence, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit it and find out where my center is. Right now my center is right there, and just kind of make a note of it so I can adjust it like that, and we can go back out now. Now we can actually rotate this arrow along that pivot area. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna make sure I'm on my first frame, and I'm going to attach this to that left hand, but because that left hand is hidden behind all this other stuff, we need to go into this character here and just kind of quickly actually I guess I can just kind of, for the time being, just kind of briefly bring the arm out. That'll work. I'm going to attach this arrow to the hand, and I'm going to put that hand back in its place. Okay, I'm also going to select this arrow, if it'll let me. Select the arrow, come on, there we go. Adjust the layering. Okay, so we have the arm going up, it goes back to the quiver. Now at this point, this arrow is going to start maybe like this. We're going to backtrack one frame, and we're going to select the visibility option for it. Right click, let's see. Oh, there it is, little eye symbol. We just hide it. Actually, we enable it there and we hide it here. So we have something that looks like this. Okay, maybe at this point is where the visibility starts. Okay. So we have something that looks like this. He grabs it, he pulls it out, by the time he gets here, this arrow should be pointed forward. And he pulls back on it. This arrow is now pointing straight forward. Maybe with, let's see here, that's too far out. Yeah, maybe on 20. So he's pulling it out, he adjusts it in his hand, he pulls it against the string. Alright, so at this point, we want to start following the arrow with the strings. So here, let's increase that. Let's do this. Right there. All right. So now we got something that looks like this. Alright, but obviously there's something going on with these strings where they're moving by themselves. We don't really want that. So we're going to go there, transform, put some keyframes there. We're just going to move that keyframe there. There we go. All right, now let's fix that bottom one. Say transform. I'm just going to bring this here. That should work. Or maybe not. There we go. There we go. Might take a little finessing, but it's not impossible. And the reason I'm not animating these two at exactly the same size is because of this curve that takes place right there. So he puts it in, so the motion applies to the bottom one first and then the second one, so it gives me a little bit more of a realistic feel to it. Alright, so let me see if I can compensate for some of this extra stuff that's taking place here, because it does look a little odd. Let's double click on this, go to transform. Guess I could always make it small while it's hidden. So it looks like he's grabbing it, he's pulling it out, it's in his hand. Now it's still in his hand. It brings it out, but at this point I do want it to go back to being a little bit closer to its original size. So that's about right. There we go. And that way we don't have that extra arrow sticking out. So he pulls it out, he adjusts it, he pulls the string. Okay, now let's take a look at the hand positions. So this hand is perfectly fine. Maybe at this point I want his hand to flip into like a grasp type of motion. So we go into the sprite editor for the left hand, and actually let's do the open hand. Maybe go forward one, even though we don't see it. Let's close it a bit. Let's see. Let's try this one. And maybe adjust the angle of this arrow to here. Maybe when he gets here, we're going to adjust the sprite again. Let's see. Let's see, what's a good one? That one's good. Pulls back on it. And then at this point, well, let's take a look at the timing. That's actually really good. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and increase our number of frames now. So we are somewhere right here from 30. We're going to go ahead and hold it maybe till 35. On 35, we want to let go. And we want this arrow to jet out as quickly as possible. Alright, so at this point we want to be able to create some keyframes also, so I'm just going to create a keyframe there. create it there. That way we have something to animate. Alright. So from here to maybe here, 3 frames is all we need. We're gonna push the heck out of this. Alright, we're gonna take this arrow and yeah, we'll just send it flying. Okay, we'll bounce this back a little bit. Maybe another frame where it's like this, just so we can have that kind of effect there. Alright, so we're like on about 45. Let's do it like that and just kind of watch the loop, see how it looks. Alright, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, so at this point maybe we want the arm to go down. Go back to a 3D editor. Okay, I'm just gonna select this. Actually, I'm not gonna worry about that yet. Oh, well, I guess I am. I'm gonna just make it invisible at this point, but I want to go back to editing that hand. Alright, so I'm on frame 44. Let's take a look at that. Oh no, we broke it. I should have created some keyframes beforehand. Let's Control Z our way back just so we can fix this. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. He shoots. And I guess I'm gonna Control Z one more time, try to fix that arrow thing that I did. Okay, that fixes, takes us back to normal. Okay, let's take a look at that. Boom. Okay, that's good. So now let's fix that. We go like that. He shoots. Okay. We want like a pause here. So we go into 3D motion. And at this point we create a keyframe there by double clicking. Alright. So here, now we can lower it down. Okay, let's take a look at that. Okay, that's not too bad. Maybe extend that out a little bit. At this point, I just want this arrow to disappear because it's going so fast. We just want to see it go out, but we don't want to see it anywhere else. Okay, now let's go back to our first frame and add another pass. Go to the 3D editor. So we have the actual shooting of the arrow. Now let's kind of just play around with the posing and stuff a little bit better. Just enough to get the message across. All right, let's take a look at that. Let's get rid of some of these leg keyframes that we don't want. Clear see, I think I have a hip region or something going on. Body. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna make him stand up a little bit. Make sure that's locked. I'm going to bring this leg, slide it back here, take this leg, we can slide it a little bit forward. Let's see what that looks like so far. I don't like the way that leg just kind of slides out. All right, we'll do it like this. At this point, he's kind of sort of going to straighten himself out. We'll just kind of nudge it in and out just enough to create that keyframe. Here we'll push him back a little bit, and then the rest he'll just kind of settle. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, we have to fix this sliding foot issue here. So I'm going to take these, copy, paste, paste, paste. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that sounds good. So what I'm going to do is I like this angle, so this is the one I'm going to paste here. Copy, paste, copy, paste. Get rid of this, this, this. That works. We'll just kind of move these down. Ah, that's actually kind of nice. Yeah, that's not too bad. Let's add a little head motion. So as he's moving forward, we want the head to just kind of be pulled backwards a bit. Just enough. Then we're going to go forward. look straight up ahead. Steady aim. That looks good. All right, let's go like this. Let's adjust some of the eye stuff. Animation, face key editor. So I'm going to select the eyes and just kind of do this with the eye. I want him to start looking at that arrow, see what he's doing. Then look forward. That looks good. And maybe as he puts it in, we might want to blink a little bit. So let's see here. Sprites, change. Alright, so having done that, maybe change his mouth expressions. There we go. That's kind of cute. That's not too bad. That's actually kind of cute. Alright, so now that we have that done, I think we are ready for maybe an export or final composite. So we're going to select the string, go into the prop editor, and all we need to do is hide everything but bring back the line. And we'll do the same thing for this one. Hide everything but then bring back the line. That way we don't have the handles anymore. Because see, it's very difficult to manipulate this bowstring when you don't have like those big dots. So it becomes very difficult. So at this point, if you want to manipulate, you can always select it from the from the scene manager and go into there and be able to bring those back if you want. But once you're ready for export, just hide them and you'll be okay. So notice how I have these little gaps here. So this is totally up to you on how you handle this. I mean, most cases it's just a matter of adjusting the length as needed. So let's take a look at that. With a few more tweaks, you can get it perfect. And personally, I wouldn't spend too much time trying to get that absolutely perfect, because a sequence like this is so short and fast that, you know, most people aren't going to notice that. I mean, it's just fast anyway, so it can be attributed to like the actual speed itself. But I am going to adjust, let's see here, right around here. Okay, I think that's good enough for this, for these purposes. So the only thing left to do is, you know, just go ahead and set up your scene and export your project. Let's see if we can bring out this outdoor scene real quick. Where is it? Outdoor scene. Where's the woods park? Let's try that. Maybe it's in there. No, that's not what I want. Forest. There we go. So let's apply that. Kind of cute. Go back home. Alright, so we're going to start with our camera and this position here somewhere. Let's make this larger. So then our camera maybe will zoom in a little bit. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Stops at 30. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shake the camera a little bit, just enough so I can get the movement. It's on 35, just so I can get the keyframe placed. Because at this point, I want to start from 35 till maybe 50. Do a different camera move. Maybe zoom out a bit. Okay. Alright, so we'll do this. I'm going to go ahead and create a different scene on frame 50. Let me take a look at the camera motion real quick. Here, it's on frame 50. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this prop, I'm going to duplicate it, over here, remove animation. I'm going to take this one, also duplicate it. Oops. Make sure I got the right one. I can always use the scene manager to make my selections. Okay, I'm going to remove the animation from it, so I have something that looks like that. Okay, on frame 50, I'm going to make my camera go all the way to this other panel. Actually, you know what? Let's keep the camera here longer. So we can see this remainder action. Now this, we're gonna make this just be a little faster, like a swoosh. Now it's so fast you won't even be able to tell that there's like this glitch here with this weird what do you call it, this edge thing, that's jagged edge. Now in fact, if you really want to get creative, we can do this. We can select this and move it way to the side. Let's see. Yeah, this is actually going to be cool. If I do this and hit Control to duplicate my stuff, I'm going to take these and I'm going to squeeze them as much as I can. Or stretch them really. And I'll push them to the back. Okay, so it just looks like a one big blob. Actually, this section here looks kind of cool. We want something with trees. We'll use that section right there. And over here, we're going to leave that there, but we're going to remove the animation so it's not actually moving. And let's see here. So we have something that looks like this. Alright, now I want to select this and remove the animation. I want to do this same here. I don't like that. Much better. And that one, why is that one moving? Remove animation. Alright, so we have our sequence of our character shooting his arrow, and it just disappears right there, okay? And we have some weird stuff in the background on this middle section, which I'm going to squeeze again because of the way that it didn't quite handle the stuff the way I wanted it to. Alright, I'm going to send that to the back. That looks good enough. So we have something that looks like that. And it's not necessarily interfering with the other panels. So, maybe we'll put this in the back. There we go. Alright. That's actually kind of cool. And what I'm getting at with this is that, let's go back to our camera mode. Let's see what the camera angle looks like. Good. So somewhere around 50, that's when our motion is going to move. Project camera. So from here to here, this camera, let's get rid of this zoom. On 60, let's pan our camera to this other section, and notice how we have all the stretched out stuff just for effect purposes. We want it to stop here. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take off this thing here. I'm going to move back some more. And we're going to try to time a special reaction shot. Let's get a different character. Let's try a basic Billy incarnation. Let's see here. Just drop them in there. Okay, so on this side we have Icarus shooting the arrow. He shoots, bang, it's so fast we don't even see it. At this point on 45, we're gonna start animating our Billy character. Let's put some clothes on Billy real quick because that's a little disconcerting. Let's see here. Head, body, upper, Sinistar. Let's go for Billy. Let's put red shirt on him. A red shirt because everybody knows the guy in the red shirt's the first one to die, so it makes perfect sense. Now let's put a lower body. Let's do the loose-fitting jeans. How about some shoes? Let's do the sporty linen shoes. All right, so now let's give them demon. Let's give them demon features. Let's see here. Let's use Icarus's ears. This will be cool. And just kind of make sure my ears are properly adjusted. They don't always come out right. I don't know why the layering sometimes just flakes out. Okay, that looks good. Let's see here. Let's turn on mirror. Let's make the eyes a little bit smaller. And let's adjust the proportions. Yeah, it's kind of good. Let's go ahead and leave it like that. And I'm gonna just color him real quick. Oops. Let's see, content manager, scene, properties, oops, template, Cinestar, Billy, color, presets. Let's go with a let's go with this kind of skin tone here. No, I like that white one better. Eyes. Let's go for the monster eyes. And you know what? I'm gonna readjust the color of this hair. I'll make it just a little darker. Excuse me. That seems a little bit better. All right, now let's turn them over. And let's remove all animation. At this point, we are on frame 45. I'm gonna pose him. Doesn't really matter the exact position because we just really need to have something to start with, and the camera work is going to do most of the actual work itself. So that's going to be our starting position. See, it goes like that, and then 45, maybe 60, we're going to do something like this, where we raise them up, flip them over a bit, that's good enough. See, the thing about animating is that you don't always have to animate everything, like for the character himself. A lot of the times the camera is what's going to do the work for you. You know, you have to kind of figure out how to create these illusions, you know, what part is going to do what. So you can get away with a lot just by the way that you plan your shots. In this case, I'm pretty much letting the camera do the work, because I mean the animation itself, the sequence, is not exactly anything to write home about. It's just going like that, like that. And maybe like that. Okay. So we have something that looks like bam. Okay. So now really all we have to do is attach an arrow. Let's see, animation, SFX, scene, arrows. We're going to use the arrow that doesn't have a tip on it. Arrow 0. Do we want to do the forehead? Maybe the chest? Let's do the chest. Okay, we don't have to worry about the visibility of that arrow or anything like that. Okay, the camera's going to do all the work. Okay, so maybe at this point, I mean, if you want to be fancy, you can add a little bit more like follow through for the arrow itself. Let me see if I can adjust the pivot point. Don't think I did it right. Somewhere in here. So if we want to get fancy, we can tweak this arrow so that when you get here, it'll do this kind of number here. You know, it's just kind of like a little rebound type of thing. All right, we're not concerned about all this. You know, it's not necessary because nobody's going to be looking at that. But they will see this part. All right. So now let's go back to our movie shot. Our character shoots. Camera zooms in a little bit. Arrow goes. It kind of disappears. Really fast movement. Just in time to catch this guy with the arrow in his chest. Alright, so at this point he falls down. Our camera is gonna move around a little bit, and we can come back to our main character who's still doing this number here. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Alright, so at this point, I mean, I'm not too happy with this because I mean, I can see part of that jagged edge when it flips through. Might not actually be that bad on the first one, but coming back to it, it's a little slower. So maybe I just want to cut back to my original character. So we're going to shoot, hit. We're going to play around with the camera a little bit. From here, let's see here. We're just going to instantly basically flip back to our first character by putting those two keyframes together. Maybe extend that out. And that's how we have a cut. All right, hopefully you guys learned something from this video. The Icarus ModPack is now available from the Reallusion Marketplace, and you can download it, do those type of arrow effects, and you know, just have fun with it. Excuse me. All right, if you have any questions, hopefully you enjoyed watching me create this animated sequence, and I would really love to see what you guys can come up with.